Thanks for staying with us. So, we saw a video online that went viral. It was a woman who was screaming at her husband, who she said betrayed her for pretending or lying to her that the girl that lives in their house is his niece. She then discovered that the girl was the man's daughter. And she did a video hitting on the man, tearing his shirt, recording him, shouting and yelling at him, then asking the minor, the young girl, to leave her house, especially finding out that she's her husband's daughter, not niece. Of course, she expressed the betrayal she felt from her husband. And then there was the video afterwards where she reassured people, because there were lots of backlash saying, why would you throw out a young girl who has no business in this whole conversation? She then reassured her fans or those who were watching that the girl is home, everybody's home, that things are calmer now, but people cannot understand what caused her to record that kind of video because of the betrayal she felt. Now, the question there is, in a situation where you're betrayed, what is the best approach? Was her choices right in recording, yelling and shouting at him, and also sending out the girl out of her house, at least at that moment, doing that anger? What are your thoughts on this? A lot of people condemned her for doing that. Others said, you've not walked her shoes, you don't judge her. What are your own thoughts? You can call us on 020-1635-2013, 090-241-63440. You can also send us messages on X and also on your YouTube. We'll be happy to hear your thoughts. So who'd like to go first? Nima, let me start with you. What are your thoughts on the video?
Okay, so I saw the way of course, she made her emotional. You know, you expect that when you're married to someone, they come out straight and tell you things and you trust it and it's supposed to be that way and only that way. Women are not, they never born women well to have a child outside and be able to hide it from the man. It's unforgivable. So I'm surprised that the whole world is saying, why is she reacting? You know? The world is saying. That's what the world is saying. Yeah. When I saw the comments, people were saying, it's not the first time, it's this and that, she should have done better. I'm wondering, men don't take these things calmly. I had a friend growing up, I hope she's watching. She was previously married and she was married too young. We were supposed to be like age mates, and she had 2 kids by the time she had been divorced by the time I was getting married. And she already had 2 kids. So her parents had been separated, and the father single-handedly took the decision that she should not go to school. He can't afford it. He totally abandoned the family. And so when this family came to her mom to marry her, ordinarily they agreed. She was 18, so she went to get married. And by the time I was even graduating, I think by the time I was ready to get married, 4 kids total. She was a young mother of 4. So she hid the first 2 kids from her second marriage. And I kept asking my mom, why is your friend and her daughter doing this? Why are they doing this? That this is going to backfire and everything. She broke up from that second marriage. So women, because that, of course, that secret, of course, was unforgivable. So she ended up with 4 kids on her second divorce. So women don't get away with things like this. You don't hide a child, or the worst case is that you bring the child to the house and say, it's my sister's children. And then they find out they are your biological children. These are things women are paid dearly for, including femicide. So I don't understand why people are surprised at her reaction. Is it that the genders are still not equal on this kind of hair? Because she's been lied to, she's been betrayed. The girl is in her house. Probably because of certain sentiments, the husband would have been protective of the girl. I agree. There's nothing new under the sun. Do you understand? But we're talking of betrayal here. We're talking of lying here. Okay, let me get the thoughts on this.
So, there are things that, because we have put a camera on it and we put it on social media, everybody has this ideal solution to how you should handle some things that hit you, however it hits you. That's when you're able to sit there, because you think you're watching a movie now, so you can say, oh, why did she act like that? Why did she react like that? When people go through issues in their homes, what do you think that they go through? And when they respond the way they respond, it's real life. It's just that you now have a camera and you're not able to give commentary. But what she is finding out is obviously heartbreaking. is a betrayal. And my question is like, who advised him? Who advised him to do that? Is his family aware that, you know, that's maybe his own parents or siblings? Are they aware of this child, or is this a child that no one has been aware of? And they decided, he and his family decided that when you bring her into your family, bring her as your niece. I don't know who advised him. Firstly, I'm looking at the child. She looks much older than the children that they have. Meaning whatever could have happened, you know, long before they started having children. So the issue here is about honesty. It's about coming, you know, being open and being honest about what it is that you have done, explaining your stance. And obviously, you decided to go through the deceitful route. And when a person finds out that they have been betrayed or they have been deceived, hoodwinked, that thing, your first reaction is your first reaction. Some people are able to be quiet and hold on, you know, like, am I hearing right?
Right.
Some people go crazy. That is why when you watch Nigerian movies, when they want to do this sort of reveal, they will say, they will come with all the family members and then they'll say, we want to see you, madam of the house, because they know something like that can happen. And then they sit down and then they start telling you things to first calm you down. That's when the woman is like, what's happening? They're about to tell me something. So our African parents and grandparents, they understand that when you're about to give a story as heavy as this, there has to be a way to say it. You have done something wrong and you have made it stay, it has stayed away for so long, you know, it has festered for too long. You call your elders, you sit down and say, please, oh, and then the man will be on his knees. I'm sorry, I have hurt you. But that still does not stop the woman from responding. But at least before she hears about it, you know, what have been said to sort of tamper how she would respond. I feel
the
that
Nigerian man will kneel down and say he's sorry.
As you said, we're seeing this outside, as
Yeah.
outsiders, but there could be different angles, and I'll come to you, Ramatu, because I'm going to go on a break now. You see, there's some firebrand wives. When I say firebrand, they don't take nonsense. And the man knows that this woman, if I tell you the truth, the marriage is over. And the truth is that there's some wives that they are the one that maybe got to the America or got to London and they're the one fighting for you. There's certain factors that make a man say, you know what, let me not disclose, because if I tell this woman, this girl is my daughter, she won't file for my child will be left in Nigeria, you know. So there could be different things that may say, you know what, I'm better off just making her feel she's my niece. And with her compassionate self, she's willing to adopt this girl to come over to this country. There are different things. So yes, I understand feeling betrayed, but could that also be a different angle where if you are also the understanding woman, approachable woman, maybe there wouldn't have been a need to lie to you about the true identity of this person, because somebody who is warm, just say, oh, auntie, this girl, she's my daughter. But some women that are like, if you try it, you know that your life don't finish. I'm just looking at different angles. But Ramatu, I wanted to get your thoughts, but unfortunately, I'm told that our guest is here, Toyosi. So I'd like us to bring her in because she wants to talk about her movie. Then we'll come back to this hot topic. We're going to pause you. I'll start with you. When we come back, we pause the hot topic because I know Bunima is already boiling. When we talk, the Mariam too is boiling. You will hold your boil. Let us bring in Toyosi very quickly, tell about her movie, and then we'll come back to the hot topic and discuss our other celebrity guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.